Welcome back. I should get another camera, the Looney Cam. It's You guys deserve to see that. He's Donut Cat, very happy, very peaceful. Anyway, I hope you are as well. Happy Thursday. And the topic of this week has been all over the map, but it seems to be don't let what you can't do get in the way of what you can do. So, with that in mind, I hearken back to one particular line from the scripture. I'm using one example of this idea, but it could be found in various places if one looks in the scriptures. But Jesus said, he's talking to the people and they're being kind of idiotic and silly and usual small-minded complaints and yeah buts. And he says, I've said you guys are gods. I've said ye are gods. I've said ye are gods. You're a god. I'm a god. Scary, isn't it? And yet we have our little god trainee paper caps on because we're kind of, we're just kind of learning how to make it work. But I said at the start of the meditation today that we're going to be alive forever, which is a bye. He's very abrupt. And I like that about him. He's direct and straightforward. He just no people pleasing. Just, I'm gone, gonna go have a snack. Anyway, so we're gonna be alive forever now. How easy it is to counter that. You know what? Because here's what I'm gonna say. Where's Abraham Lincoln? Okay, where is he? And what were you doing? I have to be careful with what I'm gonna say next because our beloved friend Carolyn in Southern California, she's our glorious meditator emeritus. She's in her 90s, but where were you 100 years ago? 1924, where were you? Where were you before your parents met? Now, I'm making this absurd claim that you're going to be alive forever. You always have been, you are, and that you always will be. But where's Abraham Lincoln? Especially now when we really need him. You know what Abe is saying? He's saying, I went to Earth once and it sucked and I did my best and the reward for it was somewhat challenging. Anyway, where's George Washington? Where's Madame Curie? Where's Charlemagne? Where are all these souls? And it's a challenging question. They're not in front of our mortal eyes, but you know me, I come from that consciousness is eternal, immortal, and is beyond space and time, and yet consciousness is delivered into space and time. Now, one of the metaphors commonly heard in spirituality is like we're drops from an ocean, and we're formulated of the same water substance, but we're headed to this place where our drop will drop back into the ocean and be dispersed back into the infinite ocean of consciousness. Thoughtful emoji. That works on one level, but then if you take a drop and you drop it back into the ocean, it is dispersed and is lost into the infinitude of the ocean. It ceases to have any of its identity or personality or memories or sense of individualized being. So a great spiritual author that I've discussed many times, he uses a different analogy, which I personally love, and maybe you've never heard it before, but I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to zip it up the flagpole and I'm going to see if you like it. And he likes the analogy. He thinks this is much more accurate. God or love or source or consciousness or universe, the infinite whatever with a capital W. It's an infinite fire and it throws off sparks of itself. Sparks of itself. Ever been on a campfire and it's late at night and somebody throws a log into the fire and poof, seems to be a quadrillion sparks thrown off. Now, if those sparks continue out, they can grow and they can be nurtured. We are individual sparks. We're sparks of the infinite fire, and so, of course, as children of the fire, we have the pure potential of that fire to grow, to be nurtured, to be expanded, and to become exactly as the parent fire. The fire gives birth to more fire. You are fire. I'm fire. At our source, we are one fire. We're one, but we're not one and the same. And it's a brilliant, beautiful, beyond all comprehensive genius creation that we are made in the image of the infinite fire. We can enjoy the glory of the unity of all of us together in the parent fire, the wisdom, the love, the unity, the safety, the eternality of all of that. And we all have our individual adventures and journeys. So given that we're sparks, we can grow, but we're not the infinite parent fire just yet, which means there's room to grow. This is exciting. It's challenging. It sucks. It's wonderful. And yet, if we just do what we can with what we have, then we'll always get these greater resources. We'll not let what we can't do as little bits of fire get in the way of what we can do as we achieve our full maturity in firehood, so to speak. Making up a lot of new ideas today. Thank you for putting up with me. Anyway, congratulations, ye are gods. Now, we can't take that in a silly narcissistic sense and run around like little personal Napoleons demanding people bow to our kingdom. Although we know people that do that, they're called narcissists. The people who give way to such kingdoms are called codependents. Anyway, be a good fire, would you? Be a good spark and breathe big, get lots of oxygen, grow big and strong. And you know what fire does? It's a light in the world, and it brings inspiration and guidance, soothing and love everywhere it goes. That's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow.